We started. Good afternoon, everybody. A little bit about the Embark Richmond Highway planning process, which is an ongoing process many of you are already aware of and where it's going. An effort to bring multimodal transportation to the Richmond Highway corridor, in addition to new revitalized areas that increase opportunities for new residential and commercial and retail opportunities along the Richmond Highway corridor. The areas we look at through this process include community business centers. As you see on the maps, we have several of those to work with within those areas, which provide opportunities for higher development densities. That'll help support the bus rapid transit and other multimodal design options that come in. It increases opportunities for other types of housing and retail and commercial. It also provides new ways of revitalizing what is here now. So that's very helpful. We have a great advisory group of citizens and community leaders that we get to work with. James and Earl and I work quite frequently and very closely and are absorbing quite a bit as we move forward in the development process of Embark Richmond. We do anticipate seeing some final recommendations toward the end of this year, and then the fun will begin at the Planning Commission and Board of Supervisors level to hammer out those final details of how it will envision their future along this corridor. We envision, in terms of transportation too, as many of you know, we envision at least one metro station heading down from Huntington toward Hyattville Valley, at least, to make it down through there, plus approximately seven or nine bus rapid transit stations for departure and drop-off. You also have some opportunities here for, as we've talked about right from the beginning, more residential units. And that provides opportunity for more affordable residential units. You have the opportunities, and we've seen some of these through the task force process so far. You have some opportunities for creativity in terms of how those residential units are designed. Don't think they all have to be big, giant blocks of multifamily apartment buildings. There's room within these new grids of streets that will provide creativity for a selection of townhomes and multifamily and new and different, more creative designs. It also provides opportunities for creating new and more efficient, affordable housing units and areas to provide support services and program services as you need them. You have not only a lot of housing types and those opportunities that come with it, but you also have a lot of challenges to meet the expectations and the vision of Embark Richmond going forward when it comes to affordable housing and the vision for equity. Will those residential prices near those new multimodal stations and those transit areas remain competitive? As Tom was talking about, the prices needed to make it affordable for many of our residents. Or will they rise in comparison to what we see for mass transit elsewhere? Will we see higher prices for multifamily units closer to transit areas? Will they remain competitive? What happens to our existing stock of affordable housing units within this corridor as new units come online? Will they be influenced by the costs currently of the newer units, or will they remain competitive, or will they go away for other uses? I think we can look at surrounding jurisdictions to kind of get a sense of where things, the process and protocols by which new units impact older units, which may be more affordable. That is something we'll have to monitor going forward and make sure we maintain that stock. Talking to Tom's figures about the approximately about $1,800 per month rent. When I checked with my good friend Mr. Levine from Good Shepherd Housing earlier this year, we were looking at some figures that probably suggested average rent around here for those needing affordable housing at approximately $1,600 a month. It's still very expensive. That's still very expensive. So that's the point from which we start. How those prices are influenced as we create new units and new affordable units and competitively priced units.